Hey guys, about a week ago I did the unboxing for the Amazon Fire TV Cube, and as you can see, it is actually a cube. If you guys watched the unboxing, I would like to apologize for that. It was done in portrait mode, so when I rendered it, after I edited it, then it stretched the whole video. So after I reviewed it, I saw how horrible it was, but it was already posted, and I figured, you know what? I'll just leave it. I appreciate the people that did watch it and didn't tell me how shitty it was, but those are comments that I need to get better. So feel free to be honest about anything. Post the comments below, good or bad. I will not take offense. I will not block you. I will not remove your comments. I will just take those as bits of information that I need to help me to progress. That being said, this little Amazon Cube box is actually pretty nice. The voice commands work pretty smooth. It controls my TV, my soundbar. It says it can control my Xbox, but so far I'm having a little bit of problem with getting the input to work. I think because I have to press input, then I have to scroll through the input and then select it. I think with the 3-button process, there's probably some kind of setup that I didn't understand, so I'm going to go through and try that. Try to get it to connect to the Xbox and see how that goes. I might do an update later to let you guys know about that. So overall, my first thoughts about it, good and bad. Let's start with the bad. Firstly, it did not come with a HDMI cord. It has the HDMI input, or output rather, and it didn't come with the cord. So if you didn't have an HDMI cord and you got this product, you would not be able to hook it up to your TV. The second thing I didn't like about it, I did at the end of my unboxing video, I showed you the remote was a pain to get apart to put those batteries in. Luckily, it's only the first time that you take it apart that it's really an issue, but it took rubber gloves and a little bit of Stretch Armstrong luck to get that remote open. Okay, that being said, there's one more thing that I found kind of annoying with this, but it was just kind of a trial and error thing. When we had it hooked up to Wi-Fi, we have 30 or 50 megabits per second. We have a pretty decent speed internet. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. And we had a lot of buffering issues when it came to streaming content, which was resolved. We used the Ethernet extender to hardwire the connection. Worked out great. So if you're going to watch 4K on this, or basically even if you're just streaming and it's not 4K, I recommend plugging in the hardwire. It didn't really have a problem with 1080p, but when we tried to watch high resolution videos, it did have a problem with buffering constantly. Other than that, I'm very happy with this product. So it has the Alexa on it, which is, if you're familiar with the Echo, or if you've had a Fire TV with Alexa, then you're pretty familiar with how she works. She can do anything from pull up your apps, open a show within an app. If you wanted to watch, say you wanted to watch Iron Fist on Netflix, you could tell her open Iron Fist in Netflix and she'll open it. You can actually send a lot of different commands to her. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like, for instance, this morning we woke up, the first thing I did was tell her to turn on my TV. The second thing I said, hey, what's the news? And so it turned on my TV. It automatically did a flash briefing of the news when asked. It was pretty cool. For people that don't have time to just sit around and watch TV, but they want to know what's going on, it's definitely good for that. So, also, this morning, we did the holiday music quiz, me and Missy, before she went to work, and it was kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It has a competitive setting where you can actually compete with somebody. And it's kind of like Name That Song, but it's like a holiday version, so it's all about Christmas. And we did, I think, 7 songs, 7 holiday songs. And it was kind of like a flash quiz between me and a girl in Texas named Mary. So, Mary from Texas, if you ever see this video, I'm going to be honest with you. I cheated. I didn't look up the songs, but my girlfriend was there with me, and I shrugged my shoulder when I didn't know. We ended up tying. It's not like you lost or anything, but you would have beat me if I hadn't cheated. So other than that, she has a couple games that are kind of like role play games, I guess. So basically, she'll give you a situation and 2 different paths. You pick a path. She'll give you another situation that you run into, and etc., etc. Also, another cool thing about her is she has what's called skills. And there's a skill that she has that's called Burglar Deterrent. That's pretty neat. Basically, it mimics the sounds of different rooms or different areas. And she can even make like a small chat where it sounds like people are talking inside the room, or like they're running the vacuum cleaner. Just so that way if somebody was outside of your house, they would think that there's people inside, doing activities. So I thought that was pretty cool. As far as content-wise, most of what the Amazon Cube comes with is streaming services, most of which that you had to pay for. If you have cable, you can get the channel apps for free. Like, say you had a cable package with HBO, you could then stream HBO's app, no problem, for free. You just gotta sign in with your cable provider. If, however, you don't have cable, that's an extra subscription that you're going to be locked into if you want to have it. If you don't have cable, they offer Sling TV, but that's, again, another subscription. It has Netflix in it. That's another subscription. So if you have these subscriptions, it's great. If you don't, well, then you'll probably have to go my route and download a couple third-party apps. We downloaded Megabox, which is a variation of Showbox. If you guys don't know what that is, you can post below and I can explain it to you. I'll give you a brief description on this video. Basically, Megabox and Showbox is what it's based off of, and the servers come through from. It's an app for new movies that may even still be in theaters, and TV shows. So, like, say you watch a certain TV show every day that it's on, the Megabox, you can actually look up that show, and within a day or two, they update and let you get the new episode for that specific show. So for me, Showbox, I used it for the Star Trek Discovery. That was a great new variation of Star Trek. It was pretty captivating in my opinion. There was some parts in it where I was just like, I don't know about this. But it kept me coming back for more. And instead of sitting there and waiting on CBS at 9 o'clock on Saturday night or whenever it came on, I would just check every now and then for the new episode and just binge watch it. If I had waited too long, 2 of them came out, I'd watch them both, one back to back, So another app that I downloaded third party, which did not come with Alexa, it's not in the Amazon store, was Kodi. Kodi is another good app that you can get content that people basically make their own setup and give it server links or links back to their server, which has media on it. So they'll have anything from tutorials to TV shows to movies to pay-per-view. You can get a lot of good content for free through Kodi. I don't encourage people to go out and do things illegally, but also I don't encourage the cable companies to monopolize in the way they do and to charge people as much as they do. So I try to keep myself in the gray area, you know, where I'm not costing them money, but I'm not necessarily contributing to them. So with that being said, I'll give you guys my honest rating number that I would give it, and there's going to be two of them because I don't have paid subscriptions. My birds are going crazy back there. Anyway, so my first number that I would give it is the number that I would give it today with the functions that I can use without subscriptions and how much it increased my quality of my TV. I would say as of right now I give it a 7. If I had subscriptions or the funds for subscriptions and I had Netflix and Sling TV and all that jazz, I would probably say it'd be a solid 9. It's pretty functional, it's pretty fluid. The third-party apps are a little slower, but that's to be expected because they're not official Amazon apps. So, yeah. I think at this point, I'm pretty much done with my review. I will add a little bit of content at the end, showing me use Alexa a little bit, and give you guys, I don't know, I guess, how I woke up this morning, and maybe a couple different ways on how to use it. So, thank you for your time. If you would, please subscribe. I don't care if you like or hate it. You can put a thumbs up, thumbs down. But I do need 1,000 subscribers to ever start anything on YouTube. So if you guys want to be a part of that and help me out with a subscription, thumbs up for me. If you guys want a subscription in return, or if you guys want me to check something out, feel free to put it in the comments below. I get a notification every time you guys post a comment. And if you want a notification every time I post a video, you can click the little bell. It'll give you notifications each time a new video comes up, along with the subscription. And if you subscribe, or if you're questioning subscribing, just do it. And if you don't want to see my content, you don't have to look. You can be a lazy subscriber. I don't care. All I know is I need 1,000 of you guys. Alright, with that being said, thank you for your time, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alexa, turn on my TV.
Okay.
Alexa, what's the news?
Here's your flash briefing. In Fox News.
Loyalty to the president. And Lisa Brady, Fox News. President Trump's former attorney, Michael Cohen, says that's why he lied to Congress in the Russia probe, stating in a surprise guilty plea today that talks on a possible real estate deal in Moscow lasted until June 2016. He told the Senate panel the talks had ended in January of that year to match political messaging. The president says Cohen is just trying to get his upcoming sentence reduced.
This deal was a very public deal. Everybody knows about this deal. I wasn't trying to hide anything.
In the plea documents, Cohen says the proposed project had nothing to do with the presidential campaign. Democrats in Congress, though, say more investigation is needed into any possible effort by Russia to gain financial leverage over the president. The president speaking to reporters...
Alexa,
the G20...
open Bob Ross facts.
Here's your fact. Prior to being a painting star, Ross was actually a master sergeant in the Air Force for 20 years. Surprisingly, his military stint had a huge influence on his painting.
Alexa, what's the weather?
Right now in Dunkirk, it's 38 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Tonight's forecast has showers, with a low of 35 degrees.
Alexa, go home. Alexa, scroll down. Alexa, open number 2. Alexa, open number 1. this is the best bang for my buck when it comes to Alexa altogether. Alexa, go
Here's
home.
what I found. Have you heard the rumor about butter? Never mind. I shouldn't spread it.
That's not what I asked you. It was funny though. Alexa, open settings. Alexa, scroll right.
I can't scroll right.
Okay then.